Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on daily news and editorial analysis, which I'll be covering from two important newspapers. The first being the Hindu, and the other is the Indian Express. So the most important editorial and the news of the day would be discussed in this session. Let's get started. These are the list of the news topic. Today is 13th of January. The first news panel seek response on app. We'll see the Parliamentary Committee on Home Affairs, what they have to say. The app, which was again being a controversial app. We'll see the detail about this as well. Second, Pakistan first national security policy. You'll understand what Pakistan actually wanted with this policy. Third is BARC rating for news channels to resume soon. Second last, Russia NATO layout SARC differences on Ukraine crisis. We have seen that the Ukraine crisis has enlarged and definitely something conclusive has to be done. And the last is reapping India's demographic dividend, right? So this is an editorial from the Hindu. We'll understand the important aspects of this editorial as well. Apart from this, there would be some MCQ based questions. These questions would be based on current affairs that will help you for the upcoming prelims examination. So without any further delay, let's get started. And those of you who are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, if you find this video informative and helpful, do not forget to press a like button. And those of you haven't downloaded our app, must download it. This is a newer version of 2.0, which will give you more other facilities like news analysis, daily MCQs, and A to Z study material can be downloaded from this app. So do check it out. मैंने वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में इसके लिंक दिए हुए हैं, आप वहां से डायरेक्टली डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. Now starting with the news, that is panel seeks a response on app. This particular news is important for general studies paper 2. Parliament and state legislature उसके क्या function है, conduct of power, privileges and issues arising from it, right? So this particular news is regarding the malpractices in the IT, and basically this was being done by one of the party, which is a ruling party. So we'll understand how this is going to impact in terms of privacy also. सो द पार्लियामेंट्री स्टैंडिंग कमेटी, जिसको पीएससी शॉर्ट में कहते हैं, ये पार्लियामेंट्री स्टैंडिंग कमेटी होम अफेयर की थी, which has written a letter to the Union Home Secretary to provide information on an app called as TikTok app, right? So this is a TikTok app which was allegedly used to manipulate the social media trend, right? So this has created a chaos among the oppositions, and they are demanding that an inquiry need to be established, right? सो पार्लियामेंट्री पैनल ने होम मिनिस्ट्री, जो होम मिनिस्ट्री के हैं, उन्होंने कोऑर्डिनेट किया है और भी दूसरे मिनिस्ट्रीज के साथ टू सबमिट अ रिस्पॉन्ड बाय अ पैनल बाय जुलाई 20, राइट? सो दिस TikTok app was considered that this is something which is a manipulative in natures, and it make social media, स्पेशली ट्विटर की बात करें, वहाँ पे ये कोई ऐसे अकाउंट जो कि ऑलरेडी डॉर्मेट हो चुके हैं या फिर नॉट फंक्शनिंग है, उसको उससे ट्रेंड करवाते हैं. So there are other technicalities, we're not getting into detail of that, but आपको ये पता होना चाहिए जो TikTok app है वो किस चीज से related है. This is basically with regards to social media and trending part. Now how actually this come into picture? एक मीडिया रिपोर्ट थी, एक मीडिया हाउस है द वायर, मोस्ट ऑफ यू मस्ट बी अवेयर ऑफ दिस. तो इस मीडिया हाउस ने रिपोर्ट किया इस इशू को, एंड दे हैव हाइलाइटेड इट. And several political leaders from and opposition have demanded a meeting where the parliamentary panel on home affairs is supposed to ask the ministry, जो different ministries उससे coordinate करेगी और उनसे पूछेगी कि किस तरह की breach हुई है, what exactly is this all about, right? So the report by the media house, that is by the Wire, alleged that the people associated with the BJP, that is the ruling party, even every party has their IT cell, right? So what the allegement is that this party's IT cell were purposely using the TikTok app to control the inactivated WhatsApp account. जो inactivated WhatsApp account थे उनकी access लेते थे, उनको hijack करते थे, and even they use some social media platform like Twitter to trend some of things that is required by the IT cells. Now, if you see in an infograph, how does it actually function? कि क्या purpose थे? So it take your inactive WhatsApp number. This is what the report is there from the media house, that is the Wire, and it says this is the TikTok app. This is official logo. Now, to text your contact, no, they have phishing activities or informations and add to the database of the target, right? So this is something which would be definitely will be a part of a breach of individual right to privacy, which Supreme Court in the Puttaswamy judgment has already upheld that right to privacy is something which is very important in our country. We do not has as of now हमारे पास जो साइबर सिक्योरिटी है कोई डेटा रेगुलेशंस की लॉज नहीं है, इस वजह से इस तरह की प्रॉब्लम्स इंडिया में एग्जिस्ट कर रहे हैं. सो फॉर यू व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, आप मेन्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से ये जरूर ध्यान रखिए कि इंडिया की जो साइबर सिक्योरिटी पॉलिसीज हैं उसके बारे में आपसे मेंस में सवाल पूछे जा सकते हैं. Now, what are the concerns that has been raised? So, first and foremost is the existence and the uses of manipulative technology that is being used by this app known as TikTok, and this is severe dangers to national security as well as citizen security. National security की बात करें, so we have internal security issues, and in terms of citizen security, right to privacy would be something that would be pivotal. And it also violates the fundamental rights to privacy, which I have told you in the beginning, free speech and expressions, which is there in terms of the public discourse. So this is something which is hindrance to this and violations of the Supreme Court repeated judgment in terms of upholding the fundamental right to privacy. Other news, that is Pakistan first national security policy. This particular news is important for General Studies paper 2, India and its neighborhood relation. Though this is for the first time in the history that Pakistan is coming up with a national security policy which calls for peace with India, right? So this is very important in terms of a bilateral relationship between India and Pakistan. So Pakistan first ever national security policies जो कि रिसेंटली अनवील होनी है, प्राइम मिनिस्टर, वहाँ के जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर है वो उसको कल लॉन्च करेंगे, दैट इज शेड्यूल फॉर टुमारो, दैट एम्स टू सीक अ पीस विथ इमीडिएट नेबर, स्पेसिफिकली विथ इंडिया, putting a major focus on achievement of economic security of the country, right? Because of the COVID-19, we know that situation of each and every country in terms of economic prospect has deteriorated to a larger extent. So this particular national security policy was first approved by the National Security Committee, right? जो कि वहाँ की NSC एक top level highest forum है in terms of coordinating the security of Pakistan. इन्होंने इसको approve किया है, and tomorrow, that is by Friday, the Prime Minister of Pakistan would be approving, and they would be finally announcing this policy, that is the National Security Policy of Pakistan. What is more about this policy document, why India need to be concerned, and what are the positive takeaway with this policy? So this would be first a 5-year policy. ये जो पूरी policy है ये 5-year policy होगी, which would be covered between the period of 2022 to 2026. एक elaborate plan बनाई गई है where there would be two-way trade and investment with India without any talking about a final settlement on the Kashmir issue. This is what they have categorically said. They have clearly stated about this particular part, right? And Pakistan is not seeking hostility in terms of the final settlement. They said that there would be no hostility with India for the next 100 years. This is what they said. Let's see the country like Pakistan where the militant group is finally active, we cannot rely on them. But if something, the promises is made on a global forum, we can accept that at least, right? So the new policy seeks peace with the immediate neighbors. And over the years, India and Pakistan are looking forward कि इस तरह की कोई agreement हो जहाँ normalizations वापस से आ सके, trade and businesses ties हो. We have seen that during the Vajpayee prime ministership, there was a bus services which was also there from Wagah border to Atari. There were a lot of other trade that took place between India and Pakistan, which everything has been halted because of the tension that is escalation between these two countries. So at this point of time, it is something which is very important that both countries coming up with a notion that yes, we have to work towards the economic prosperity and the development of a country. Now, central theme क्या है इस पूरी policy की? This is something which is important for the mains also. Economic security would be pivotal for Pakistan national security policy, और ये इस पूरी policy की central theme होगी जहाँ पे पाकिस्तान ने focus करने की कोशिश की है. And the long-standing Kashmir issues has been identified as a vital national policies for Pakistan, right? There's no clauses, there is no conditions that would be put by the Pakistan. Indeed, they want that इस पर्टिकुलर चीज को लेकर के कोई भी चीजें रुकनी नहीं चाहिए, कोई डेवलपमेंट प्रोस्पेक्ट रुकनी नहीं चाहिए, एंड देयर शुड बी मोर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टुवर्ड्स द इकोनॉमिक सिक्योरिटी. Now, BARC rating for news channel to resume soon. This particular news is important for General Studies paper 2 in mains. That is policies, government policies and intervention for the development of various sectors and issues arising from it. So recently, the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has directed the Broadcast Audience Research Council, this is known as BARC, which was जो TRP की रेटिंग करती है और immediate effects उनको वापस resume किया गया. There was a allegement, there was a case which has arisen that these particular council has voted or supported some private media channel, right? So the broadcaster body has been asked to release the new rating with immediate effect and also releases the last 3 month data for fair and equitable representation of the truth threat. ये कमेटी को रिपोर्ट सबमिट करने की बात कही गई है ऑन अ मंथली बेसिस एंड द मेन रैशनल बिहाइंड दिस इज टू इंश्योर कि जो ट्रांसपेरेंसी है मीडिया हाउसेस के टीआरपी रेटिंग में. टीआरपी इज बेसिकली द टेलीविजन रेटिंग पॉइंट. ये ऐसी रेटिंग पॉइंट्स होती है जहाँ पे हर एक चैनल को रेट किया जाता है उनके व्यूअरशिप के हिसाब से, राइट? सो दे वुड बी प्रेजेंटिंग सो दैट क्लियर पॉलिसी शुड कम अप इन टर्म्स ऑफ द कम्पिटिटिवनेस दैट इज देयर इन द मीडिया हाउसेस. नाउ सस्पेंशंस को वापस से रिवोक की गई है जो सस्पेंशन की गई थी बिकॉज मुंबई पुलिस हैज बस्टेड अ रैकेट वेयर इट सेज दैट दिस पर्टिकुलर एजेंसीज वर सपोर्टिंग एंड टैम्परिंग सम ऑफ द डेटा. So then the BRC has undertaken the revision of its process. जो प्रोटोकॉल है, oversight mechanism है, they would initiate जो पूरी governance structures है उनको change की जाए, right? That is the reason the government has revoked the suspension. And the directive come year after with the release of television news year rating was suspended. तो पूरी 1 साल के बाद इसको वापस से resume कर लिया गया है और जो suspension है उसको revoke कर दिया गया है. Now, some broad and technical committees has been established to ensure that these particular organizations, that is the BARC, would function properly. So, government ने वापस से reconstitute किया है broad and technical committees को, where they would be allowed to have an independent member and they would be looking into the reviewer part and overall working of the BARC. And permanent oversight committee would also be formed, right? So, these are some of the governance decision, administrative decision that is taken by the central government. And the access protocol for the data have been revamped and tightened. So there's no foul that has to come across this agency. This has to maintain their reputations, right? And the ministry noted that they would be setting up a working group under the chairmanship of the CEO of Prasar Bharati, right? उनके अध्यक्षता में की जाएगी. He would be making the entire, he will be taking the charge of it. एंड इट वुड इंश्योर कि जो टीआरपी की सर्विसेज है, जो टेराई और टीआरपी कमेटी ने जो रिपोर्ट दी है उसके रिकमेंडेशंस को फॉलो की जाए टू मेजर एनी टीआरपी फॉर एनी मीडिया हाउसेज और पर्टिकुलरली एनी चैनल, राइट? सो दीज आर बेसिकली द ब्रॉड एंड टेक्निकल कमिटीज दैट हैज टू वर्क देयर पार्ट टू इंश्योर दैट पूरी तरह से ट्रांसपेरेंसी के साथ फंक्शन कर रही है बॉडी. Now, what is BARC? अगर बात करें ब्रॉडकास्ट ऑडियंस रिसर्च काउंसिल की, this was a company which was actually created way back in 2010, right? 2010 में इसकी establishment की गई थी and jointly owned by the advertiser agencies, जो broadcast companies हैं उनके representations जो हैं advertiser society से भी, Indian Broadcast Foundations और कुछ agencies like Advertising Agency Association of India were the part of it, right? And the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting noted that the policy guideline for the television rating agency was actually there in 2014, right? उसके बाद BRC को registered किया गया in July 2014 under this guideline to carry out the television rating in India. So this was the sole body that has a duty to rate the television in country. Now, after resuming of the service, we can expect that this body would function with full potential and full transmissibility. Now, the other news, that is Russia-NATO lay out stark differences on Ukraine crisis. This particular news is important for General Studies paper 2 in mains, that is bilateral regional grouping and agreements. So recently, the NATO allies has rejected Russia demand for a new security in Europe, right? उन्होंने completely deny कर दिया. This news already we have discussed. If you have not watched that, do check it out. तो यहाँ पे ये खास करके जो रशिया की डिमांड है उसको वापस से नाटो अलाइज ने रिजेक्ट किया है एंड इट डिमांडेड रशिया टू विड्रॉ ट्रूप्स नियर द यूक्रेन एंड ज्वाइन टॉक्स इन रिड्यूसिंग द थ्रेट ऑफ ओपन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, राइट? सो दिस इज अ क्लियर कट like you can say the demarcation that is coming with the NATO allies. And they have said, NATO के जो allies हैं उन्होंने कहा, they have warned Russia that they do not want to compromise on the alliance's right and to defend on the eastern border to avoid any further conflict that can arise in Ukraine. So रशिया की अपनी इनहिबिटेबल इंटरेस्ट है यूक्रेन पे, एंड दे वांट कि वहां पे रशिया की ही डोमिनेंस बने रहे और किसी दूसरे कंट्री या फिर नाटो अलायंस की वहां पे ना बने, राइट? सो दिस कंसर्न हैज बीन previously also raised by Russia. Let's see how this is going ahead because US would be playing a major role in this. So it would be impossible for 30 NATO members to agree on the Russia's demand for new security order in Europe. Now moving ahead, future members में क्या बातें होनी है, what is the roadmap for this? So the West has defended the NATO open door policy towards the potential future members, and it demanded रशिया जो आयरन कास्ट गारंटी की डिमांड कर रही है वो वापस से नहीं हो सकती, बिकॉज नो समथिंग इन दिस पर्टिकुलर नाटो अलायंसेज ने किसी भी एक कंट्री की डोमिनेंस को रिजेक्ट करने की बात की. So Russia denies that the massive troop build-up across the Ukraine is not a threat. This is what they said. But the deployment of the forces in the US to engage Russia to go ahead with the fear of or military confrontation, right? See, Russia, they want कि यूक्रेन में उनकी military deployment जो की गई है, that is for security purpose. But the NATO alliance says कि इतनी deployment is not essential, right? So essentially, US would be also engaging in this part. They would be also deploying their forces. So let's see. There's no conclusion. There's no clear-cut clarity on what things is going to be ahead in terms of Ukraine. If things getting worse, there can be escalations between NATO alliances and Russia. Now, reaping India's demographic dividend. This particular news is important for the General Studies Paper 3, Inclusive Growth and Issues Arising from It. So we'll understand this editorial in terms of how India's demographic dividend is going to be a potential. So under this editorial, there are 4 important subheads that I'll be discussing with you. The first is in the decline in fertility, forward-looking policies of the government, updating national transfer account assessment, और कुछ focus or priority where I'll be discussing 4 important areas and priority that government need to focus upon. So the entire editorial talks about roadmap for the demographic dividend. So first getting into the background, अगर बात करें इंडिया की नेशनल ग्रोथ की, यहाँ पे ये देखी गई है जो प्रोडक्टिव कंट्रीब्यूशन है दैट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम ईच सेगमेंट ऑफ द सोसाइटी, पर्टिकुलरली चिल्ड्रंस एंड यूथ, राइट? सो why we are discussing this? Because equity and opportunity is essential for the self expression, right? And essentially this particular editorial talks about जो हमारी यूथ है, जो डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड है, उसको कैसे पोटेंशियली हार्नेस किया जा सके. So decline in fertility rate, although the reports were there, National Family Health Survey में भी ये बातें कही गई है कि the share of young population has there is decline and the share of young population falls and that of older dependent population has risen. So the fertility is declining with a rapid pace and there's increase in the population of working age group जो कि substantially demographic dividend की तरफ yield करेंगे, right? So this is the first major point that you need to note. Second, the smaller share of children in this population enable the higher investment in per children. So per investment per children के हिसाब से high होगी because the number is somehow flattening. जो हमारी जो population जो जिस तरह से बढ़ रही थी उसमें गिरावट देखी गई है. Therefore, the future entrants into the labor force can be a better productive and thus boost their income also. So ये long term consequences है जो Indian economy देख सकती है. Now forward looking policies की अगर बात करें, some countries like Singapore, Taiwan, South Korea have already shown that this demographic dividend, which India actually is facing at this point of time, has able to achieve them incredible economic growth. Also, it has helped them to programs and policies to empower youth in terms of education, skilling and health choices. तो ये ऑलरेडी इन तीनों कंट्रीज ने एग्जाम्पल देके बताया कि जब इन कंट्रीज की डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड इस तरह की थी, जब इंडिया की जो अभी है उस समय उन्होंने काफ़ी ज़्यादा हार्नेस किया. It is also important that there should be an important lesson that we need to learn from these 3 countries, which include Singapore, Taiwan, and South Korea. Now, there's a part that is discussed in this editorial talking about updating the National Transfer Account Assessment. ये क्या है? ये एक methodology थी जो कि ली चेन MR नारायणन ने मिलकर की थी, where it says that India's per capita consumption pattern is way lower than compared to any other Asian countries, right? How? So एक एग्जाम्पल डेटा के दी गई है वेयर इंडिया कंज्यूम्स ऑलमोस्ट 60% ऑफ द अडल्ट पॉपुलेशन बिटवीन 20 to 64. जो ओवरऑल इंडिया जो अडल्ट एज में जो कंजप्शन जो फिर उनकी प्रोडक्टिविटी है दैट इज ओनली 60%, एंड चाइना कंज्यूम अबाउट 85% ऑफ द प्राइम एज अडल्ट कंजप्शन, राइट? So this is what the country is potentially using and an individual is also giving its contribution. So there's a need to update this data because this is a data which we have from 2011-12. So this need to be updated. Almost it's a decade back. The साल पुरानी data है. And the state specific NTA need to be calculated and states need to rank the investing of the youth. यहाँ ज़रूरी है कि state की कुछ ऐसे dedicated policy हो जो कि specifically aligned हो youth के लिए because this particular group is going to harness the economy और ये एक ऐसी potential group है जो game changer की तरह रोल अदा कर सकती है हमारी economy development में. Now, some focus and priority that I'm going to discuss. There are 4 important focus area and priority. We'll discuss everything one by one. So the first being the health investment. This is something which is very important considering the fact that even during the pandemic, we have understood that health is something which is very, very important and pivotal for any country to progress in a longer run. So health spending has not kept pace with India's economic growth. जो पब्लिक स्पेंडिंग है हेल्थ में दैट रिमेन फ्लैट एंड अराउंड 1% ऑफ द जीडीपी इवन टू सम एक्सटेंट बहुत सारे ऐसे कंट्रीज हैं जो अपने 4% तक जीडीपी को एक्सपेंड करते हैं. Evidence suggests that the better health facilities has to be improved in terms of economic productions. Hence, it is important to draft a policy to promote health during a demographic dividend. So this budget will see what is the government roadmap in terms of harnessing the demographic dividend or if government is coming up with any specific policies or not. Focus on education. This is something which is again very important for any country. Education would be something very important, right? So it also enable to act as a bridge between the gender differences. The gender inequality of education is a concern. तो जहाँ पे अगर बात की जाए बॉयज़ की इवन कंपेयर टू द फीमेल गर्ल्स और द गर्ल्स यहाँ पे एनरोलमेंट जो है वो काफ़ी कम है, राइट? यहाँ पर्टिकुलर इंडिया की मैं बात करूँ सो सेकेंडरी और टर्सरी में एजुकेशन कम है. इवन अगर आप अपोजिट दूसरे कंट्री में देखें तो फिलीपींस और चाइना और थाईलैंड में ये अपोजिट है. वहाँ पे जो गर्ल्स की जो पॉपुलेशन है एजुकेशन में वो काफ़ी हाई है कंपेयर टू बॉयज़, राइट? सो बॉय आर लेसर इन दीज कंट्री बट इन इंडिया बॉय इज हायर एंड गर्ल आर लेसर. Now, female workforce participation की अगर बात करें, it is very important that female should have their equal stake. There should be gender equality in terms of workforce. So, as of 2019, only 20.3% of women were working with the workforce, and it was again down from 34.1%. जहाँ पे 2003-4 में ये 34.1% हुआ करती थी, अब ये घट करके 20.3% हो गई है. So, this is again a concern. And national skill and opportunities for women is something which would be helping country to achieve almost 3 trillion urgently. So ये प्रेडिक्ट की गई है कि जो वुमेन की एंगेजमेंट अगर डोमेस्टिक यूटिलिटीज या ड्यूटीज में की जाए सो दे कैन हैव अ बेटर वर्क, दे कैन वर्क एंड इवन द फीमेल लेबर पार्टिसिपेशन हैज टू बी इंक्रीज बाय अबाउट 20%, राइट? सो जेंडर इक्वालिटी प्रमोट करने के लिए वुमेन वर्कफोर्स पार्टिसिपेशन इज एसेंशियली वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Now, federal approach to governance reforms, the government reform would be something that would be required. So, a new federal approach of governance in demographic dividend is essentially required. यहाँ पे पॉलिसी के बीच में कोऑर्डिनेशन स्टेट के साथ एक प्रॉपर कोऑर्डिनेशन होनी चाहिए वेयर द पॉपुलेशन इश्यूज नीड टू बी एड्रेस्ड. द फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट प्रॉब्लम ऑफ एनी स्टेट इज माइग्रेशन, राइट? जो लोग एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पर ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं फॉर द अर्निंग एंड लाइवलीहुड. सो दिस नीड टू बी टेकन केयर ऑफ. एजिंग ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर demographic, skilling, women work participation and urbanization should be the core area for the governance both for the central government as well as for the state government. Interministerial coordination of strategic planning, investment, monitoring and course correction would be important in terms of the government arrangement. सो जो गवर्नेंस की ओवरऑल अरेंजमेंट है उनको ये सारे एस्पेक्ट्स को भी ध्यान देनी पड़ेगी सो दैट दे कैन फॉर्मुलेट अ गुड पॉलिसी विच इज वर्किंग फॉर ऑल सबस्ट्रेटा ऑफ आवर सोसाइटी, राइट? सो इफ यू आर कंक्लूडिंग योर आंसर आप गवर्नेंस रिफॉर्म्स पे भी बात कर सकते हैं विच इज समथिंग विच वुड ऑलवेज कंटिन्यू फॉर अ कंट्री लाइक इंडिया वेयर ह्यूज गवर्नेंस रिस्पॉन्स एंड रिफॉर्म इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर ईच एंड एवरी सेक्टर्स, राइट? सो दिस वॉज ऑन द पार्ट ऑफ एडिटोरियल. You can join us our prelims test series. आप इसको परचेज कर सकते हैं. 60 हाई क्वालिटी टेस्ट इज देयर along with the IAS Gazetted magazine. So मैंने वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में इसके लिंक दिए हुए हैं, आप ज़्यादा जानकारी वहाँ से ले सकते हैं. Now moving to the MCQ questions of the day. Before I proceed, जो कल के क्वेश्चंस के आंसर है वो मैं आपको करेक्ट ऑप्शंस बताऊंगा. For the first question, the correct option is C. For second, the correct option is C. Now, today's question for practice. The first is Maritime India Summit. It focuses on upgradation of infrastructure and India aims to strengthen the Atmanirbhar Bharat. Denmark is a partner country with 3-day summit. If you know, do let me know. नहीं तो आपको प्रैक्टिस करने हैं इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस के, और इससे रिलेटेड जो इंटरनेशनल मैरिटाइम के और भी जो क्लोजेस या और भी जो ऐसे समिट्स हुए हैं, यू हैव टू नो, राइट? सो दिस वुड बी समथिंग इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द एग्जाम. Now, the other is Swachh Sarthi Fellowship. The Government of India under Waste to Wealth mission has launched Swachh Sarthi Fellowship. And the Waste to Wealth mission is one of the 9 national missions of the Prime Minister Science, Technology, Innovation and Advisory Council, right? So if you know the correct answer, do check it out. And tomorrow, the video will also discuss the correct option. So this was all about the daily news and editorial analysis followed by the MCQ questions. If you have any other concern, do let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching this video.